Hey guys, Seeney here from the Australian Wealth Channel. Thank you so much for tuning into another video. And I wanted to explore this topic. I think it would be really interesting. And we are going to speak about Elon Musk's integrated empire. So this is, of course, the final video on the Elon Musk week on the Australian Wealth Channel. I thought it'd be really interesting to what it would look like with all of the integration that is possible with the companies that Elon Musk currently has a hand in. So at present, Elon Musk works with Tesla, SpaceX, The Boring Company, and Neuralink. All of these companies on their own, completely on their own, are revolutionary in their own right. But it's easy to see how with some integration, which is entirely possible within the Elon Musk network, how these companies can come together to create a synergy. And that's something that I'd be really interested to explore. So when it comes to integration, it's really important to smash the like button and subscribe to the channel. It really helps to get these videos out to more people. So if you could do that, it would be fantastic and really help out the channel. So what would an integration look like? So let's start with Tesla. So Tesla is in a remarkable position, one of the best possible positions to capitalize on the future of electric vehicles and autonomous taxi networks. Their electric vehicle technology at the moment is far superior to anything else on the market. Self-driving technology is going to be one of the most revolutionary technologies of the next 10 years, and I think people will be amazed how quickly this is going to creep up and dominate the market. The ability for a car to drive autonomously is an amazing technology for a number of different reasons, and it will allow Tesla to create its own autonomous taxi network to compete with the likes of Uber and Lyft. Now, one of the biggest costs associated with these ride-sharing companies is the cost of the driver. So if a car can drive itself, then that is going to mean that Tesla's margins are much more impressive than anything else that's on the market. Uber and Lyft and these companies that need drivers will simply not be able to compete. And that will give Tesla such an incredible market share of a massive sector of business. Now, people, for the first time ever, that own a Tesla will no longer own a liability, but they will own an asset, something which can actually produce money for them. And of course, Tesla will take a cut of that. So that is truly a remarkable market advantage. Now, we've seen over time that Tesla have continued to add games and different pieces of software into their cars over time. And I think eventually this is going to lead to the creation of the Tesla App Store within car. Eventually, developers will be developing programs that will be that you'll be able to use in your Tesla car. And of course, anything that's purchased, Tesla is going to get a cut of that. And I think to the point where that will certainly rival Apple and also Google Play in the long run. So there is even the potential there for Tesla to create its own smartphone to capture more of the market segments. And I think this will lead to much greater integration for future technologies. Imagine having your phone, your car, and a number of different things all under the one banner. In the same way that Apple has managed to create a great ecosystem amongst its products, it's very easy to see how Tesla could potentially do the same thing. There's a lot more to talk about with Tesla, but I think it's important that we look at a number of other companies that Elon Musk works with to understand them so we can see how all of these different things would integrate together. So something else that was recently shown was the demonstration of the Neuralink device. So some of you guys might have seen the presentation, but basically what a Neuralink is, it's a coin-sized implant which will go directly into your brain, which will allow the brain to interface with computer devices. Because at the moment, the problem that humans have with computers is the speed of transfer, it's the bandwidth. So the only way that we can interface with computers is through typing and voice in some circumstances. But if we can directly think something, then it's going to be a much quicker form of communication between the brain and technology. The ultimate goal of Neuralink over time is not only to help people that have serious brain disorders, but also for the general population to merge and create a symbiosis with AI technology. Elon Musk believes that this is absolutely necessary in the future because AI technology is going to continue to get more and more advanced over time, and humans need to be able to keep up with that. Otherwise, the knowledge is going to far surpass what we can handle. But if we can integrate effectively, then it's going to lead to much better results for humanity. Having a Neuralink will allow humans to interface so much faster with computers, which is basically the pinch point at the moment. If we can speed that up, it's going to lead to a lot more productivity for humanity. And something that I found really interesting in this particular demonstration is that Elon Musk said that you will be able to summon your Tesla from your Neuralink. So that means that the Neuralink will be able to speak to your car directly and have the car come right to you. So in the future, you won't even need to have a phone to summon. You know, you'll just be able to do it all from your brain, which you can think, if you can do it just summoning a car, what are some of the other applications that we can have with brain-computer interfacing? This literally takes humanity to the point of mind control. Let's say that you want your bath to run without you having to get up off the lounge to actually turn the taps. Well, imagine if you could do it from your brain. One day, that is 100% going to be a possibility. And we will see that for a number of different things within the house, and of course, much further reaching applications. Now, this technology is a long way away. You know, we're looking at 8 to 10 years, Elon Musk believes, because the brain is, of course, a very complicated organ. But nevertheless, I think this technology is going to pop up more and more as more developers start to work and program for the Neuralink. One day, people will be able to hop into a Tesla, not even say a word, and the car will autonomously drive to exactly where they want to go. And of course, wherever you need to go in the future will be significantly faster if the Boring Company achieves the objectives they have currently set out. So for anyone that's not familiar, the Boring Company is another Elon Musk company that is attempting to tackle the problem of congestion on roads. And anyone that lives near a city knows that how extreme some of the congestion can be. So one of the ways to tackle this issue is to take roads 3D. Now, this isn't a new thing, like tunnels have existed for years, but the problem is that tunneling is incredibly expensive. So one of the objectives of the Boring Company is to reduce the cost of tunneling by a factor of 10. So if this can be achieved, what it means is we're going to see a highly efficient network of tunnels all around cities that cars can drive autonomously with no problems at all. And one of the great things about tunneling is that it doesn't matter how many extra people you get in a city, you can always add more layers to the tunnel. So this is of course dependent on the cost of tunneling coming down over time. And this is a problem worth solving because it's estimated that over $7 billion is lost due to the congestion of roads in the United States alone. If you think globally, that's a lot of lost money. So being able to mitigate this would have a remarkable effect on companies and just the quality of people's lives in the future. And then on top of this, if we add SpaceX into the mix, we can see that there's a number of lofty goals with the ultimate goal of getting to Mars and colonizing the planet. But let's talk about some of the things that SpaceX is looking to do here on Earth, such as the Starlink constellation. So anyone that's not familiar with Starlink it's basically a giant network of satellites which talk to one another, and you will be able to get the internet from literally anywhere on the planet. So what this means is that your Tesla could be driving you literally anywhere on the planet while you download a show or a game from the Tesla App Store in their computer without even having to touch a button, all within the Elon Musk network. With all of these future technologies, it's easy to see how easily these can be integrated into one another to make people's lives so much better in the future. So I wanted to see what you guys thought about all of this technology, and if you had any other ideas of how some of these companies might integrate and how that might play out. It's a very interesting concept to think about. So thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Jay from the Australian Wealth Channel. Make sure you like and subscribe. It really helps to get these videos out to more people so you can get all this information. So thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you later.